Billy Price was just there, game in and game out, doing his job and doing it well. 55 straight starts. That's a record at Ohio State.
The only thing he lacked early in his career was lack of confidence. Once he got confidence, he was so powerful, so strong, so smart. He's a perfectionist as well. It's almost like your virtues become a vice if it's too much. And one of his virtues is that he's a perfectionist. And at times, he'd get in a tank if he would make a mistake. So number one thing is just his strength and mobility were second to none.
What stood out to me that, jumped off the film or when I watch him in person was he was the quarterback of that offensive line.
I did a sit down with him before the championship game in Indianapolis, film study, and I've had the privilege to do several of them, and some of them have stuck out, and Billy certainly has stuck out. I felt like I was in an offensive line coaches meeting. He knew everything about line play, knew everything about the play, but he had the ability to impart the knowledge quickly, concisely, and that's what a good teacher does.
Really one of those coaches on the field, you hear that term used sometimes, but at the center position, that's what you have to be able to do, get everybody going in the right direction. The leadership on and off the field is one of the things that I think his former players will speak to, was a big part of why he was so successful.
This is the guy who started 55 straight games in Ohio State records, the guy who started at guard on the national championship team in 2014, became an All-American guard as a junior, and then, I'll go ahead and win the Remington for the best center in the country as a senior.
I remember speaking with Urban Meyer about Billy Price. He could not say enough about what Billy Price meant to Ohio State's success. And maybe the greatest credit that was given to Price was when Urban Meyer told me he was one of the smartest football players. Not one of the smartest centers, not one of the smartest offensive linemen, but one of the smartest football players he'd ever coached.
When you talk about centers in any league, at any level, the number one thing they have to be before athletic, before powerful, before great movement, before anything, is they have to be smart. Billy Price had it all.